Okay, so it is Wednesday. We signed the Health Pact Monday night. However, we didn't break any of the rules, so we're counting Monday as our first day. Third day, yesterday, we didn't slip up. No Venmos were made. I did struggle. I realized that while I said no binge eating, I could have maybe had like a few sweet tarts. But then I remembered I know myself and I'm an addict and I can't just do that. And once I have like one sweet tart, like next thing you know, the whole king size bag would be gone and the bag of Airhead Bites would be gone. If I get the mini sweet tart chewies and that bag would be gone, then I don't even know what else I would have gotten. I usually spend $13. I overcame. And I had some of the lentil crisps. But they were good. And I did not eat the whole bag because then I remembered no binge eating. The whole bag would have only been like 400 calories because it's lentil crisps. And Hannah held me accountable to that. I asked her and she was like, you don't need the whole bag, just have a few, then put it back. I said, that's a new concept. Third day is starting strong. My breakfast was 2 things of Greek yogurt and my dark chocolate granola mix. Midday 3, first berries workout is done. I'm gonna try to go, like I said, twice on my off days. I was tempted today. My friend Maggie and I went to the pool and she DoorDashed 7-Eleven. I didn't get any though. Sorry, Venmoers. Not my money today. Maybe tomorrow. For dinner, I roasted some sweet potatoes, air fried some chicken, and it's all pretty good. I will be honest. The potatoes could have cooked for longer. Either that or less oil. Little soggy, not as crispy as one might like. I love a crisp, I love a crunch. I do want something that's sweet, that is not like a shake. Like I want to munch. Like there has to be a low calorie, low carb option. I think I do need sweets. Or is that the addiction itself? Am I trying to cut out the addiction to candy, or am I trying to find healthier substitutes and cut out the binge eating? I don't know. It's a slippery slope. The problem is definitely the binge eating. But it's hard, yeah. I will say after day 3, second day this week with a double workout, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, which is good because it's a Wednesday night and normally I would go to Revolver, a gay bar. But I'm gonna choose staying in. I'm not going out on purpose. I'm still fun. It is day 4 and I do feel like I have lost touch. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's hard. I could have made my bed for this. Actually, you know what? All right. So I think things are gonna get harder before they get easier. My roommate Hannah left me to go to Atlanta for a mutual friend's wedding. I genuinely wish them the best. I am going to be spending my weekend alone, fighting the cravings by myself. I think I can do it. I'm not even so much proving this to any of you guys. I'm proving it to myself at this point. Like now that I've really done some soul searching and I'm kind of calling it for what it is, an eating disorder, I think this is really turned into something where I'm trying to prove it to myself. I need to prove it to myself that I can hold off on candy, that I can resist like the literal addiction. I definitely think I eat candy more when I'm upset, when I had a bad day. I resort to candy. I shouldn't resort to candy. I should resort to other things like prayer or friends or family or just like a Netflix show. Maybe not something that's going to give me diabetes by age 24. I'm 23. Fun fact, one time I went to the gas station. It's like my nightly trip. I get like multiple things of candy. At the time, I told the guy that just made a casual joke. And I was like, man, I sure spend a lot of money on candy at this establishment without missing a beat. This man looked at me and said, yeah, you're going to get diabetes. Can you say that? He could and he did. I tried to never go back there though. I got my candy elsewhere. So honestly, like I would have. So. Tragedy has struck And I bought a Gatorade Zero. I need the calories. Are there even carbs in a Gatorade Zero? What is the purpose of a Gatorade Zero? I thought it's to replace. You know what? I guess I'll settle for one of the other 9 Gatorades I bought that weren't Gatorade Zeros. All right. It's so hard to do an Oodie. Ooded? The outfit of the day. All right, outfit of the day. Shirt, Lululemon. Shorts, Lululemon. I'm not even gonna bother doing these that often because it's always gonna be Lululemon, unless it's a bike. A quick little anecdote. I had to disappoint Emma Chamberlain today. I don't know if you know who that is. You might not. I didn't before I moved here. She's a YouTuber. Actually, my inspiration. She is the reason I started making vlogs. I've never seen any of her videos until some of my coworkers at Barry's were like, hey, you know that girl's famous. And I'm like, cool. Looked her up. She's hilarious. Me plugging Emma Chamberlain to my 50 followers. She was on one of the treadmills for class today that was actually broken. What is my boyfriend's bag? Alexa, next. Anyway, so she walks in and I had to pull her aside. I'm like, hey girlie, I'm like shaking. So tread 20 is broken. Can I move you to anything else? And she's like so nice about it. She's like, oh my God, yeah. Like there were no other treads available. I was like, do you want to start on floor? But like I'm dumb and then I suggested tread. And she's like, oh, can I go to another tread? And I was like, yeah. So I moved some other client. Please don't fire me, CEO of Barry's. Like they're gonna watch this video. So I moved in their client, which we do sometimes. I think that's allowed. Because it's Emma Chamberlain. You're gonna tell her? Are you gonna tell her no? I wasn't. So then she was like, actually, like tread 13 is like honestly my favorite. I don't know why I even got tread 20. I was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, yay. I'm just like crying because she's like actually like conversing with me. I'm like, and she's like, so I guess like Life just wants to work out. I said, Life does just want to work out. It was too little. I'm not her biggest fan. Like I've only seen like 2 videos, but she's funny and I watched her vlog style and I was like, I could do that. So I started it. And she's nice. She seems really nice. You know, I don't know her that well, but she didn't give me a hard time for moving her tread. Wait for me. Yeah, she's skirt. Yeah. It's Sunday and Hannah gets back today. My weekend alone is coming to an end and our week 1 of the Health Pact is over. And we're gonna recap together at dinner. She hasn't agreed to that yet, but I'm just gonna make it happen. Oh crap, my hair. Health Pact Week 1 recap. Hannah is back from her long vacation in Atlanta, and it's Sunday, and we never used our wine night, so we're having it now. Cheers, me. Cheers. Okay, so Hannah was at a wedding this weekend, and that was one of our exceptions. But okay, so did you?
I did really, really well. Ate healthy, worked out. Went on my trip, obviously didn't care about anything from like Thursday and today also. But back on track tomorrow. I'm still in recovery mode. I threw up on the plane today. I got in a bird accident yesterday.
A bird is a scooter.
I'll show you. They're here and you can't really see my bruise, but I have a bruise on my leg.
But did you see the definition?
Them quads though.
This video is sponsored by Charles Shaw. The $3 wine from Trader Joe's.
Mine's sponsored by the $10 box of wine from Trader Joe's. Yay!
We like to treat ourselves. Other than that, oh, we had to do one thing for our careers each week. What did you do this week?
I bought my NASM certification stuff. I can start the process of being certified as a personal trainer, mainly to be a group fitness coach. It's like a pretty long process, so I figured I would learn also a lot about my body and myself by doing the course. So
yeah. Self-improvement. Yeah. Sheesh. Skirt.
So that don't. Oh, I hate when it does that.
So I didn't do too much. I dissected a scene. I went through, decided my tactics and motives, whatever. And I at least applied to be an instructor at Barry's. Oh, and I know the one thing a week was supposed to be to advance our career, but I actually told my boss at Nobu, which is a restaurant that I was supposed to start at, that I'm no longer going to be starting there. So one thing to de-advance, what's the word? What's the opposite of advance?
Like digress.
One thing to digress your career week.
Wait, that's not right.
Digress? I think it worked. Either advance or you...
You advance or you...
Can you Google the opposite?
Disvance. No. Opposite of advance. Hinder your career. You really didn't at all.
I did it. I told the people at Nobu I could not work there because I have a torn meniscus and I actually hurt it again on Friday, so that I can barely bend it.
And he'd be on his feet from like 4 to midnight.
And I opened at Barry's from like 5:45 to 2. So it wasn't sustainable. Money would have been great, but I decided to choose happiness over funding.
Eventually just further your career because you're not going to be so exhausted and you don't have time to work on anything.
You're right. You're right. Bills, be gone. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and I got a job.
Woo! Celebration. Don't look at me. Just the light pull. Okay, when it comes to like your healthy eating, did you struggle with that at all, or was that just me?
I'm gonna be completely honest, but like I did not struggle once.
How do you feel about candy? Like, what is your outlook on like sweets and like goodies?
Sweets and goodies, I am never really crave. That's where we differ.
That's where we differ. But I did not slip up. I had many temptations. I did have some temptations, but I resisted. I was strong.
That's incredible, I must say.
I don't usually resist. I've never resisted once in my life, but I did.
I'm proud of you for that, seriously.
We are 1 week down, no mess ups. So we're good, we're on track, and week 1 is done. Thank you for watching, if you're watching. I hope you continue to join us for the next 7 weeks to see the transformations, both mentally and physically. And until then, have a good night. We'll see you next time.
Don't finish that.
That was the end of it.
Skirt.
Skirt!